Alright, so I've got the TCR climbing, downhill, non-disc versus disc.
What do you prefer?
What I preferred, you can't go past non-disc TCR for climbing, weapon, ISP for comfort. If you want the best disc brake race bike at the moment.
Downhill bastard bike.
Yeah. This non-disc
Uphill.
disc TCR downhills, nothing's coming close. Nothing's coming close really. It's fantastic. So stiff on the front end. So you've got disc brake bike versus non-disc. What should you buy? Depends what you want, what sort of riding style you're doing. This is the best disc brake bike you're going to get, I reckon, in my opinion, of riding a lot of disc brake bikes. Giant TCR, incredible responsive race bike. This is the all of all bikes in terms of race. My only thing bad about this bike is tyre clearance not so good if you want to run 28s or 30s, but depends on the person. If you could put direct mount brakes on this bike, it would be the best fucking ever. But just pure lightweight TCR, aggressive, loves it. Just loves going aggro. This bike as well is aggro, but extra weight of discs. It does make the bike feel a bit sluggish compared to something like that. Still very, very aggressive bike. Still, you know, race ready. Gearing, you got Di2. It works. The Ultegra Dura-Ace, it's the same shit, in my opinion. What matters is your derailleur hanger and get a good quality straightener tool. So you always got a straight hanger. That's going to give you good gear changing. So grip set, Ultegra stuff works as good as the Dura-Ace 105. It all works really good these days. But yeah, so disc versus, depends what sort of riding you're doing. Just depends on, isn't it? Disc brakes are a fad for some people and they're not for others. If you've got small hands, you need a lot of power, disc brakes are really good. They give you a lot of confidence. If you want to run carbon wheels, you know, you get more power there. These are really dangerous in the wet. You know, you can't really stop as well. So it depends what sort of riding you're doing. If you live in a wet climate, disc brakes bike's going to be better for you. If you live in a dry climate, you don't need disc brakes in my opinion. Just stick with calipers. So it depends on where you live in the world, what sort of riding you're doing. If you want every gram counts, then go non-disc. If you live in the wet, then you know the discs are really good as well. So it depends what sort of riding you're doing. Just depends. Do you need disc brakes? Which one should you buy? TCR non-disc or non-disc disc? Which one? You know, so it depends on what sort of riding style you're doing. Both bikes are exceptional. It just comes down to what sort of riding are you doing. Just ride both. Test ride, then decide what you want to get. Simple as that. Dura-Ace or Ultegra, difference is maybe 400 grams in the group set. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you can afford it, get the Dura-Ace. If you can't, it doesn't matter because the Ultegra stuff works just as good. It's just extra weight penalty, which doesn't really matter if you're the strongest in the bunch. So there you go. That's my experiences. The TCR is a fantastic bike, incredible bike. Really big fans of them. Good warranty, stuff like that. My one's still going strong after 4 years. So there you go. That's a giant. Should you buy disc brakes or not? And I think it'd be a great. I think it'd be a shit actually if Giant or Specialized or Trek or whoever started doing getting rid of these bikes. I think that'd be crazy, and they all went to disc 100%. I think that'd be disastrous. But long live the caliper brake bike, and long live the disc brake bike. It's got pros and cons there, pros and cons for everything. So now the consumer has more options, probably more confusion than ever before, but they have more options than ever before. So I think it's fantastic. But disc brakes for noob riders, I think disc brakes for noobs. Really, really good. You know, hydro discs give a lot more confidence. Fantastic. If you're a bike courier, disc brakes in the all weather conditions, disc brakes. Mountain biker, disc brakes. For the pure road racer, for the purist, for the experienced rider, I think these are fine. Let us know in the comment section down below what you think. Disc versus non-disc. Disco time or early night time.
Hey bro, oh, he's got my hand. He's got my hand. That's cool, I was really having a little sniff, isn't he? Oh, kissy. Uh-oh. Oh, not nice. Oh, the koala love. Oh, kisses. Alright, this is like me, like, oh, soft face. Oh.